There it is. Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric here from Moss Pawn & Gun. And today we have another milsurp review for you. We're going to be shooting the awesome little 1871 Remington rolling block carbine. This particular gun is a Argentine contract Calvary carbine. It's a 3-line rolling block, so it's a very early gun. This particular one, like many of the Argentine examples, have had the receiver marking scrubbed. That's fairly common for a lot of these. The government of Argentina generally reblued a lot of these before they exported them for sale, that sort of thing. The Remington rolling block in general has a ton of history. It is a mass-produced, single-shot, black powder and smokeless rifle. They did make later versions of the rolling block that were in smokeless loadings. This particular one is in .43 Spanish. It is a very odd caliber in terms of availability. Of course, it's not available anymore. It's not the kind of caliber you're really going to find laying around anymore. It's essentially a .439 diameter projectile on around 65 grains of black. I'm loading this with smokeless just to be a little bit more gentle on the gun and to make cleanup easier. You can get smokeless ammo. It's out there. It's very expensive. I can say from a standpoint of if you're intending on shooting one of these guns, you're certainly going to spend a lot of money to shoot it. Sometimes the bullet molds, reloading dies, all the other specialized things that you need to shoot this caliber are generally going to run just as much as the cost of the rifle itself. But it is a very odd rifle. It's fun to shoot. Remington rolling blocks in various contracts, I mean, they were sent all over the world. Some armies couldn't afford the more expensive repeating rifles and things of that nature. So what they ended up doing was buying these rifles because by the time the Remington rolling block was just a hugely prevalent rifle, most armies had already switched to some form of repeater, or they had a more advanced rifle already developed. So when you look at like the Martini Henry, which is also a rifle that we've done a video on before, many people consider the Martini to be superior to this gun. However, I do think that the rolling block is superior to a trapdoor, which is saying a lot. Honestly, I think the accuracy and the strength of the action on the rolling block is definitely stronger than a trapdoor. But this particular one, like I said, is an Argentine contract rifle. This is a Calvary carbine. They make a full-size version with the full stock, longer barrel. But this is just a little stubby carbine, and it actually shoots surprisingly well. That last target there was at 250 yards. Let's see if we can nail it again. Just under it. So the way you load a rolling block, essentially you have a breech block that is hinged on one axis point and a hammer that is on one axis point. All right. The breech lock is rotated downward. You put a round in the chamber, and if the hammer's cocked back, which it usually is, the gun's ready to fire. Very fast to reload once you understand how it operates. Let's try the gong at 325. Just under it. See if I can lob that in a little bit better. It is a single shot rifle, and I know we play around with a lot of various rifles that we use on our channel, and sometimes we shoot full autos, we shoot machine guns, suppressors, modern stuff, but I'll tell you what, I do like a nice milsurp rifle, especially an old antique like this. They are a lot of fun to shoot. From the standpoint of enjoyment, sometimes you just want to get out to the range and just shoot a nice old rifle. Doesn't always have to be a full auto gun, doesn't always have to be something that blows up or goes crazy. Sometimes it's just about getting out and enjoying these old rifles. Take a few more shots. Me and Chad are going to have a go on the rifle today. Right now we're shooting from a bench rest out to 300 yards, just over 300 yards. The sights on this thing are awfully crude, but they work. The gun's dead on if you do your part. Wow, it definitely near it. There we go. Not bad. Tell you what, it is just amazing, you know, the accuracy of these old rifles. You know, a lot of people look at old milsurps and they think it's just some dusty piece of crap in someone's corner. But if you take your time and load for these things properly, they shoot well. There we go. All right, one more shot. And let's see. Let's try something a little bit closer range. How about just one right at 100 here? Right over his shoulder. A lot of these older military guns, they shoot, you know, really high, and you generally have to aim pretty low to get the round to go where you want it. All right, let's try one of those half-size D28s at like 200 yards. I guess that would be kind of simulating maybe a guy poking out of a trench looking at you or something. Right over his shoulder. I'm gonna let Chad have a go, and we'll see how he fares behind the little rolling block. One thing I can say is the recoil impulse on this thing is freaking stout. It kicks like a mule. This load that I'm shooting is definitely not a light load by any means. Certainly not a children's rifle. I mean, this is a big, powerful cartridge in a little tiny lightweight rifle, so it certainly lets you know when you pull the trigger. One more shot, and I'm gonna let Chad have a go here. Let him beat his shoulder up a little bit. Huh. All right.
Oh yeah. This thing is surprisingly spot on for just not only the caliber, but the barrel length as well. You would think a rifle like this really wouldn't shoot that well at longer distances, but I mean, we were out here the other day ringing this 250-yard gong like it was nothing. See if we can replicate that. Try 250 again. A little low on that one. I think I pulled it. All right. It's a big slug going down range. All right, let's see if we can take a shot at that 325-yard gong. Say a 22-inch round from sheep steel. Let's see if we can connect with it at this range. Let's see. Man, this thing kicks like a mule. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's try that one more time. Oh yeah. Take that. Get some more ammo here. Can you imagine? This is a Calvary carbine. Can you imagine riding on horseback and trying to shoot like another soldier off of his horse with this thing? Or just shoot someone in general? Holy hell. I mean, imagine knocking people off their horses. Try some of these close-up shots here. Oh yeah. It's about 200 yards. Let's see. Let's try one of these 100-yard shots here. Ooh, just low. Fun gun. I think I'm gonna try a few offhand shots from this range.
All right, we're gonna have a little friendly competition here between me and Chad. We're gonna shoot the gun offhand, 250 yards, 5 for 5. Whoever can get the most shots is the winner of best shot with the rolling block for this video.
And buying dinner.
Oh, and buying lunch?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Friendly wager. There's some lunch at stake. Let's see what happens.
That's one.
I smell tacos.
Mmm.
All right.
That's two.
Not bad for offhand.
Did we say what happens if we tie?
Let's not go there. I'm not gonna taunt you while I'm holding the light panel, okay?
Sure you will.
You know I will. Right beside it. Well, I didn't miss by much either, maybe about 8 inches right to his side. Ah, it's not looking good for me. Right below it. 2 out of 5. Oh well. And I guess the other times they would have been hiding in the dirt after the shot because they hit pretty close. We'll see how good Chad does.
All right, let's see how well I fare. I can smell some burritos cooking. Mmm.
Don't miss.
Why, thank you, sir.
You're taunting me, I gotta taunt you a little bit.
Yeah, that's only fair.
Dude, it's hard to see those sights. There you go.
Not exactly a match grade trigger. That's one
Slings
thing.
them in there though, man.
Yeah, trigger on this thing is pretty hefty.
And if you do your part, it definitely delivers the goods.
Ooh, that one was a little bit low. All right.
You know, the sight radius on that thing is about the same as an AK.
It sure is. Man, that's two.
All right, this is the tiebreaker.
All right, one more shot.
1 round to rule them all.
Just to the left.
We know we have a tiebreaker now.
We sure do.
All right, we've reached a very important part of our video. This is gonna be the tiebreaker to decide who buys Mexican today. 5 shots for 5 shots on a half-size D28 at 100 yards. Simple enough, right? Whoever hits the most wins. Whoever hits the least has to buy Mexican. This is very serious.
Uno.
Very good. You know any more Mexican talk than that?
Tu salsa.
It's okay, you can distract me.
Dos.
Very good, Chad. You can count the 2.
Muy bien. Tres.
Boy, these guns handle so well.
You are getting closer to the number 5.
I am.
So what happens if we both hit it 5 times?
Well, then we have another tiebreaker.
This might take a while.
It might. But you know, it's kind of fun to incorporate competition elements into the shooting. It just keeps everybody honest and just adds kind of a fun factor. But you are buying Mexican.
Rats.
Oh! One miss.
Wow.
How do you know I didn't give you that one? The world will never know.
So
all right, it's Chad's turn. He's going to see if he can oust me. He has to hit 5 out of 5 in order for me to buy Mexican. Very serious.
All right, it's my turn. So basically I have to hit all 5 shots in order for Eric to buy Mexican, but he tells me that I'm buying anyways. We'll see about that. All right. Ooh, I hit it. Just barely though, almost pulled that shot.
Good shot.
Oh, I knocked the plate off. That protective plate.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we'll have to fix that.
Yeah, and in case you guys are wondering, I'm going to drop the focus. Right down there, you can see the plate. Good shot.
That's tres.
It's a well-handling little gun, it really is, man.
One more shot to rule the salsa. No pressure.
No pressure at all. None whatsoever.
Ah, yes! Loser! Who's buying Mexican today, baby?
All right. Well, guys, we appreciate you watching our video today. These little rolling blocks are just really, really fun to shoot. We have a lot of fun making these MilCert videos for you. We hope you guys enjoy them. If you guys are interested in anything that has to do with military surplus firearms, if you're watching this video and you're not a subscriber, you really need to be, because we do a lot of work with old firearms all the time. I've maintained a playlist, I think it's up to around 80 videos right now. Nothing but military surplus firearms. We're definitely big into this subject, so if you enjoyed this video, please let me know below. If there's a military surplus rifle video or an old rifle video, something you'd like to see done, let us know and we'll definitely try to accommodate it. Thanks for watching today, guys. We'll catch you next time.